Hi, this is Valerie with Gimme Lip and More. Alrighty, well, guess what? I am doing a collab with one of my favorite people in the whole world, Kitty J. She's amazing. She's just amazing, and I love her. Did I mention that I love her? All the feels. So, she's a great lady. And what does she not do? You know, she is so adventurous when it comes to makeup. Now, those other things in her life, I'm not quite so sure about. She might not be as crazy as I am, but she is adventurous when it comes to makeup. And she does cool collabs with everyone on all kinds of things, and first impressions and tags, and she makes my heart beat a little faster because she's just awesome. And today we wanted to do a collab with the Lemonade palette. If you haven't seen it, dun dun dun, Lemonade palette. And the inside looks like this. It is so pretty. And I like yellow, so I bought it. And excuse me. This Lemonade palette is definitely lemony color. I do have, finally, I didn't know when it was gonna get here. I do have the ColourPop palette, and it is also a yellow based palette, and the inside looks like this, but it is different. So the difference is the Honey is more, what's the word I'm looking for? Honey and mustardy colored yellows. And that's not a bad thing, because you can totally own both and it's not the same yellows. And then the Lemonade palette is definitely more lemon, you know, and brighter yellows. And I'll put them side by side. So there's differences as I blind you with my reflection of my ring light there. Anyway, they're both, yeah, they're the same and different. It's magical. Anyway, so our collab today is with the Lemonade palette, and then we could add, the deal was you had to use at least 3 shades from the Lemonade palette, and then you could bring in another palette. And I don't know. I don't know if I want to bring in pink or red. You know, I love me some orange. I did think about the have the mini Jawbreaker palette. Mini Breaker is its official name, from Jeffree Star, and the inside looks like this. Part of me wants to bring this in, and then part of me is like, but I have so many yummy, delicious things. Yeah. You know, I was on a no buy, and now I'm on all the buy. Yeah. I want it. I got it. I'm not even after paying it, so I'm not quite sure what that says about me right now. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to it. You know what? I do think that I'm going to stay with this Mini Breaker Jeffree Star palette for a few reasons. One, it has this mustardy yellow in it, which will go good with the Lemonade palette. It has my favorite color, orange. And then I don't know if any of you have used this duochrome purple, but it's like one of my favorite shades ever invented in life. So yes, sorry, I keep coughing. This video was supposed to be filmed a while back. I have had bronchitis, and I've been struggling with it, and I'm so much better, so that's a good thing. But I still have a lingering cough from it. So here's what we haven't done. We haven't primed our little eyes, and we need to do that. And you know, I prefer to put on primer with my finger. I know some people hate using their fingers and prefer a brush. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do you, whatever works for you. At the end, if you're happy, that's what matters. It doesn't matter how you apply it, you know. If you like the end result, then you've successfully applied it. Just do whatever floats your boat. This is MAC Paint Pot, and the color is Bear Study, and I really like this stuff. It has a little bit of a shimmer, but that works well for me. And yeah. Now I know this is a the Lemonade palette is by Midas Cosmetics, and I had never tried their formula. And I've worn this palette. This is not a first impressions. I've worn this palette and I like it. I had never before now had never tried anything by Midas Cosmetics, but I really do like the formula. It's nice. So if you like the Lemonade palette, I definitely would recommend it. But if you like, my understanding is, I don't own anything else by this company, but my understanding is that their formula is the same across the board. So if you like Midas products, or you're interested in exploring Midas products, I totally support it. I think they're a great brand. They are a small indie company, but their formula is awesome. So, you know, so we are going to go ahead and start with these bright yellows. And, you know, I don't ever decide anything in advance. I'm a sort of kind of go with the flow, on the go kind of girl. So I have not chosen anything before now. And I'm like, ooh, where do I want to start? Do I want to go really bright? Do we want to do really bright today? Because we can. I mean, we can go so bright like you've never been this bright before. Let's do it. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. So how is everyone? I've missed you all so much because it's hard when you're used to filming and then you don't film. Like I did a short video. You know I'm crazy, right? If you don't know, hello, I'm crazy. So I found this young guy streaming, and he's here in Houston, and so I made a whole video just asking him on a date. So if those kind of things entertain you, you should watch it because, well, I think I'm funny, and I thought the video was quite amusing. And I give everyone an update who is following this saga. He said yes. Can you believe that? It worked. You know, because it could have went wrong, really wrong. So I'm going to go in with this really bright yellow shade. And there's not names on the front. There's names on the back. I don't, if I'm right, the name of the shade is Frozen. If I'm wrong, the name of the shade is Juicy. Basically, it is a bright yellow shade. We're going to start there. We're going to put that in our crease. We are going to get our yellow on. Oh, look at that. I mean, pigmentation. I am barely dipping in and then just really applying. So anyway, I, being the crazy person that I am, I went ahead and asked the gentleman out on a date. We have not went on a date yet. We do have a date set though in mind to actually meet in person. So that is awesome. I'm not gonna say the date because I don't want to jinx it. I want it to actually come to pass, but you know, I started this publicly, and he lives his life in public, man. He streams, and sometimes his streams are like almost 12 hours long. So he lives his life very transparently online. So I feel comfortable sharing this information with you because it's not a secret. Anyway, he where was I? God. Yeah, dementia. We've had a couple of phone calls, and it was really nice. It's really, really nice. I'm really looking forward to meeting this young man in person. You know, it's nice to find someone and you share some of the sense of humor, because humor is, well, it's important to me. And because sometimes that's the only coping skill you have left, right? And so it's very important. Humor, I think, is a necessity. It's not, you know, it's a necessity. So anyway, that is one of my best and favorite coping skills out of all of the coping skills that exist, is humor. And anyway, he has a great sense of humor, and we share we think some of the same things are hysterical. And so I think, if, you know, nothing else, we'll be friends. And you know what? It's awesome to have more friends that share your sense of humor, and, you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Life is good. So that's the bright yellow so far, and wow. And y'all know, if you've been here before, look at these hooded eyes. Even if I just look straight on, they're so hooded, and they're old and crepey. I mean, I got it going on. That's the best. Like, I start laughing and I go into a coughing fit. Nothing like it. I mean, if that's not incredibly sexy, I don't know what is. Hey, you want to talk about work? Obviously, I'm in the mood to talk to all of y'all because I haven't talked to you in so long. Work is great. Oh my gosh, I swear I'm spoiled. I'm just spoiled. And that's a good feeling. I mean, you know, you have some jobs and you dread going. And, you know, I'm a nurse, so I work long shifts. You know, I work 12-hour shifts. So a 12-hour shift is really, really long if you don't enjoy working beside the people that you work with. I mean, it makes or breaks your shift, because you can have the best patients with the least amount of issues. And if your shift is dominated, you know, by ugliness and crap, then it can be the worst shift ever. But if you can have the worst possible patients, but work with a really good team, and your shift is cake. It's just cake, you know. And I'm very fortunate that I work with an absolutely fabulous team, and it's nice. And it doesn't hurt that there's some makeup. Deeper yellow right here, and darken things up in the crease, and just keep talking your ear off, because I'm in the mood to just chat. But work is good, and I worked last night. Oh my gosh, and it was so funny. I told them, you know, because they don't have to be my patients. I always participate. If someone else needs, you know, assistance, I'm down. I'm so down. I'm so with it, because you never know when you are going to, you know, find yourself needing an additional set of hands. So if I'm not busy, I participate. And I think that's the one thing that I've learned about life. Participate happily, and life will be easier for those around you, and you also, because then people, if they see you, they even think you're struggling, they're going to come to you and say, hey, I've got an extra hand. I'm here. I'll lend it to you. But I was working last night, and the little guy, 95, and I told him, I was like, I'm performing all night. And he goes, it was so sweet. He goes, if I didn't have to go to sleep, I would stay up and watch. I'm so easily entertained. I just think some of these people, they're just so precious. They're just wonderful. And you just you know, it's humanity. And I have a love for humanity at its best, at its worst. There's something to be said for humanness. And that is one of the reasons that, back to Yetieater and his streaming, he is so human. Human. That's it. It's not, he's not absolutely this or absolutely that, or he is just human. And it's like one of the best qualities. He has mastered being able to be who he is online streaming as a human. I mean, it sounds so simple, but how many people do you watch and they are not themselves online? They are everyone but themselves. Okay, now, God, this is going to be long because I have so much to say. Now I'm going to go, if you're here for the makeup is happening, but the conversation or me talking out loud to you is happening more, I guess. So I'm going to go into this gold shade with a Jeffree Star and deepen it up even more on the outer V because it's pretty, 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 pretty. Oh my goodness. Look at that. So I definitely like the really, really bright, you know, yellow, but this with this more mustardy yellow definitely gives it some dimension. And well, who doesn't like a little bit of dimension? Not dementia, dimension. See, I'm so funny. Oh gosh. I can't laugh and talk and then I cough. All right, so I'm also going to run this under my eye because again, I just have this, I like this shade and I like the way this looks on the lower lash line. And this Jeffree Star shadow is a little on the powdery side. It doesn't bother me. It might bother you, but I love it, and I think it goes really well with my honey and my lemonade. And I obviously I wear this palette alone. It's definitely a standalone palette for me. It's not a companion palette, but I do like to mix it up. So again, the deal was we wear 3 shades from the lemonade palette, which I have used 2 so far. And I like the way that looks. I am going to go back in with that really bright shade and just tighten it up a little bit. And that could be the wrong word, but that's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it tightening it up a little bit. Then I want to dip back in to my lemonade palette, and I want to take, I don't know the name of this one either. I don't know if this is Juicy or Frozen, but it's the shiny yellow one. I want to use that on my lid. I am going to first take a dry flat brush and just pat that on top right there and see how that sort of kind of works out, because I have used this before, but I don't remember. And I like it. I am also going to wet my brush and see if it's more intense, because right now I can't remember, but normally if you wet a brush, I'm like, where's my wetting spray, man? Okay. Yeah, it's one of those kind of days. The intensity increases. So let's see what we got. Oh, yes. So pretty. Dun dun dun. I do like that. Then I'm going to take, because in the inner corner, I want to use this really bright, lemony, icy lemony shade in the inner corner. I'm going to take this pencil brush and I'm going to take that shade and I'm going to start, look at this right here. That is, and then I'm going to go up to, I guess, the first third. Then I'm also going to do the bottom right there. Then we're going to do the other eye. Oh, wow. So pretty. I like that. Ooh, now I do have some fallout. Take a big fluffy brush and wipe away the fallout. All right, then I am going to take the orange shade from, it's Orange Crush. It is a sort of shimmery orange from the Jeffree Star palette. I am going to take some of that. I'm going to put that on my lower lash line as well because I like orange. No other reason, just a preference for orange. That's it. And sometimes, yeah, sometimes you just want something you like. There's no other reason. Yes, and last but not least, wild card here. I am going to go ahead, just because I like that purple. Do I really want to put the purple on? Do I just want to stick with this? I do like this, and I like it a lot. You know what? I'm going to think about it for a moment. But you know what? Jessa K. God, I can't think of her name. But she did a video on improving or changing. God, this is bad. I cannot remember the name of the young lady. I cannot remember the name of the video. But you know what? I will put it in the description box because that way you'll know what the heck I'm talking about. But anyway, she did stuff that she said she learned from other makeup artists and other people that did makeup about applying makeup. And I'm looking for it and I can't find it. She takes a primer, a mascara primer, but I'm going to show you this because I was totally impressed. She takes a mascara and runs it through her eyebrows, okay? You know, I like my werewolf brows. This is not accidental. You know, I don't do a Instagram eyebrow look because I am really happy with my werewolf brows. I like them. So this is the way that I choose to do my brows. You do what works for you. But anyway, she takes this stuff, right? And she runs that through and gets it the way she, you know, pretty much wants. And it seems to be pretty, you know, stiff, which is good because it keeps them looking like a werewolf. Well, I don't know what y'all call it. I think normal people call it fluffy brows. they don't refer to it as the werewolf brow, but I think they look like werewolf eyebrows when I'm done. So anyway, she puts this, I don't remember which primer she used, but she was sure to say that you could use any mascara primer, run it through your eyebrows, and then leave it, let it set. And so that's what we're gonna do. We are going to put something in the inner, on the waterline. And you know what? Inner waterline, we have this yellow, big yellow eye light crayon from Nika K. It's wonderful. And so this is what we're gonna put on our waterline today. We're gonna keep with that bright yellow. We just have a little bit of that orange underneath to make it a little more something something. I'm not going to use it today, but I think that it's absolutely awesome that ColourPop has a yellow mascara. How cool is that? I mean, and I had to have it, right? Speaking of ColourPop, so my Aren't You Glad palette came in. I'm not going to use the purple. We're going to stick with yellow. We'll do the purple another time. I know, I'm all over the place. You're so lucky. So, because, you know, I've really been enjoying pretty much monochromatic looks lately. That has been my favorite. With ColourPop, is, you know, has the red and the pink and the purple and the blue and the green and now the orange. And so lately, when I've been getting ready for work, I have been putting on monochromatic looks, and I've really been enjoying it. I really haven't been doing looks that have several colors in them. So with this lemonade look, yeah, it has a little bit of orange, but not so much orange that it stops it from looking mostly, you know, yellow. And I was on the hunt for a yellow highlighter, and then Stila has one. And now it is a pretty glittery formula, just so you know. The name of this palette is Little White Lies, and it's it has yellow in the middle. So this is the palette and what it looks like. Let me show you. Let me swatch this. It's very glittery. Golly, I don't even know how much you can see of that, but it's very, it has big chunks of glitter, and I'm not sure you can see that, but it's a lot of fun. I like to put, I don't think I have a more regular yellow, but let's see, because, you know, I have the Cleona highlighters, but none of them like really looked yellow to me for some reason. But now I'm like, maybe Circuit is. Let's see, is Circuit is more. So here's Circuit right here, and here, God, you can't tell though. And I did, okay, let me try this again. Circuit is more yellow. Look at that. And I didn't realize how yellow that was before I bought the Stila, but I am going to go ahead and use that Circuit highlighter today and that extra glitter from Stila on top, because I'm like that. And yeah, now my daughter, my Elizabeth, who y'all have seen before, girl, she takes the Honey palette, because I bought her one, and she takes this glitter here and uses that as a highlighter, as suggested by Theresa's dad. And I'm not quite sure I can pull that look off, but my daughter can, and so, and she's happy, and that's all that matters, right? And yeah, so just throwing all these things out there, because you can do, you know, You can do your makeup any kind of way that when you're finished, you're pleased. That's the important part, that you enjoy it. I actually like the process of like figuring out what the heck I'm putting on my face and just enjoying it. I put on a lot of things with my fingers because it just works better for me. I do have this little brush I like, and I grab a little bit of highlighter and I like put it on, like right now. I know you want to see this. And for those of you who have been here a while, you know I don't do concealers and foundations and regular powders, but I do like my highlighters. And I do like blush. And those are the things that I really enjoy. So usually I put on a little bit with a brush. Then, because I'm crazy, I go back and, you know, everybody, the tip of everybody's nose, this isn't for everybody. But it was so funny because I wore this, actually I did green the other day, and I wore the green highlighter. And one of the young lady was like, what highlighter are you wearing? And at first I wasn't sure because some people think my gray hair is a highlighter. So at first I wasn't sure if she was referring to my hair or my face. And she's like pointing to my nose. And I was like, oh, it's Cleona. So, and then it was so funny this morning, you know, the ColourPop strawberry collection dropped. And so when I was getting off work, we were discussing makeup, and one of my coworkers on the day shift, she's like, you are my spirit god. I was like, yeah, me and ColourPop, we like this. I'm waiting for that collection to drop so I can order my strawberry stuff so I can put pink all over my face. Now, mind you, I have their watermelon collection, not the whole thing, but I do have the watermelon palette, and I do have the Ooh La La. And so do I need any more? Do I need a strawberry palette? Absolutely not. Do I own a strawberry palette? Yes, it is going to be coming soon because, yes, that's where we are in life. So, and you know, I heard an interesting term today that I had never heard it referred to in that manner. Yetieater was like, we were discussing makeup, and he's like, don't pickle it. And I was like, pickle it? Because I had never heard the term pickling before. And he was like, yeah, don't pickle it. You know, if you're gonna get it, use it. And I use all my stuff, you know, even though I have a lot of it, I do use it. I wear makeup to work, and then of course I wear makeup out, so I use my stuff. I definitely not pickling it. I do own more eyeshadow palettes than I have enough eyes for, but I'm not pickling it. So, but I had never heard that phrase. Has anybody else heard the phrase pickling something? I mean, I know what it is when you're taking cucumbers and turning them in. This is the way that I like to, one of the reasons I go ahead, I put a little bit of the highlighter on with a brush, and it's a lighter, we didn't put any highlighter here and we need some. I put it on with my finger. It seems to come across much more intensely, and I like that. I mean, for me, if I'm, you know, the people have been here, I'm sort of kind of an all or nothing girl. We're either going to wear the makeup or we're not. We're going to take time to put it on our face. You're going to know what's on our face. So, yeah, so that's where we are. And now I am going to take, you know, now I want y'all to be able to answer me. I mean, because I need to pick a blush, and I don't know what blush I want. I don't know. Do I want to go? You know what blushes though I've really been enjoying a lot of? There's the Too Faced Cherry. It's so cute. And it looks like this on the inside. I don't think that I want that though. But it's so cute. It has the blush and then it has like this blush topper. And I like it. I think, do we want a pink lip today to go with this yellowy stuff? Or do we, I think we're gonna, and then here's their strawberry blush. Look at that. It's so pretty. I really like these. I can't even remember who told me about them. It was a YouTuber. She made me buy it. You know what? Let's go with orange. Let's do an orange blush because we have several and we like them. Yes. So I have ColourPop Super Shock Cheek and it's Get Laid. Dun dun dun. It's really pretty. And you know, I just enjoy applying things with my finger. So I do. So I'm just going to take a little bit and just pat it on and blend it in and do all that good stuff. And you know, normally I don't do these steps with y'all. I normally say, I'll be right back. And I come back and it's finished. But today, I don't know. It's a long, chatty video. Me rambling about work and life and friends and stuff. I'm ready for the weather to be cooler here in Texas. It's really hot. So I feel like I'm melting. I was talking about that. I was like, you know, I'm going to be under the bridge standing there going, will work for makeup. And I'm going to be melting. So, but I just take this and pat it on. And, you know, I normally like to use more than one blush shade. So I'm starting with a cream blush because I think that's a better way to go from cream to powder. Though I do rub it a little bit into the highlighter and I don't have any issues with it. And I like that. Yeah. And then I'm going to top it off with this color. It's a little more to Angelica. Karen gave her retro gray ColourPop powdered blush to Angelica. And then she bought herself another one. And before they ever said anything, when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So that's where we are. That is where we are. So I'm going to take a little brush, tap gently because it is pigmented too. And just put this on because I'm in a mood. But I like those colors together. And I didn't, you know, the funny part is I was like looking all over for a highlighter, a yellow highlighter, and I didn't even realize that I had one with a Cleona. So that's our blushes. But now I am going to take that shiny, glittering Stila highlighter, and its name is Yellow Tails. And I'm going to dip my brush in there. I'm going to put that over my highlighter and over my blush because that is the look that we are going for today. Because I like that orange underneath and that yellow glitter on top. I don't know how well the camera's picking this up, but, and let me tell you, I'm the kind of girl that wears this to work. And you know, when I first started, I was concerned because I know that I like to wear my makeup. And I wasn't sure how well this would be received. and it has been received well. And that has been such a blessing, because if they would tell me not to wear my makeup to work, I'd be sad. I'd be so sad. It's hot. I'm sweating. Then I'm going to take this nude color. I line my lips. And my light went out. I have a mirror that has magnification so that I can see what the hell I'm doing. Because otherwise, your girl is blind. And it's hard to do eye stuff without glass. You know, I can't really do it with glasses on. It's also hard to line your lips and have a conversation with you. Oh, now we're going to go back into brow. I still like my Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. God, such a long name by Maybelline, but watch this. Watch this. You're going to love it. So now that stuff is dry, right? But it's pretty much clear. Look, this adds color. So it just darkens it up. But it's stiff, man. It's like that mascara primer is like hair gel for brows. It's the perfect, if you want werewolf brows. I mean fluffy brows, you know, whatever you prefer to call your crazy brows. But this, oh, and then like I said, and then my brows, another thing is sometimes just using this volumizer, my brows would sometimes, by the end of a 12-hour shift, of course, they would be falling. Let me tell you, with using the primer first and letting the primer completely dry, these brows, they do not fall. I have to wash this stuff out of my brows, which is fine. I have products that will wash it out with no issues, but my brows for me are perfect for a whole 12-hour shift. And since I've started doing this is normally the way that I do my brows now, and I'm really, really happy with my brow game at the moment. Always something new to learn. Okay, so what are we missing? We don't have mascara on, and we don't have lips on. So I hate doing my mascara on camera. So I'm gonna run off, put on my mascara, and then I'm back. So I'm back. I have mascara on. I did try using the primer with my mascara, and I was hoping, because I like curl my eyelashes and then I put my mascara on, I was hoping that the primer would help my eyelashes stay curled, but I really didn't tell a difference. So I've just been using the mascara primer for my eyebrows because I couldn't really tell a difference. I am going with pretty much yellow. That's the theme. And this is the most yellow lipstick that I own. So it is Elegant and Your Girl's Blind and Harvest. Harvest is the shade, and it is the most. It is the most yellow shade that I own. I like this color though. All right, so I know I'm silly. You also know that I never wear just one lipstick because I have only 2 lips and I have lots lots of lipstick. But I don't have anything yellow, right? And I really do want to keep this as monochromatic as possible. So let's try this. Let's take that Stila glittery highlight and let's pop some on top. Oh dear Jesus. I really like that. Absolutely. Okay, y'all want to watch me fix my hair? Look, it's like this, right? This is the best part because like you can't like really like mess it up. Yeah, and then I'm done because this is how we go to work. You know, we're in Texas. It's hot. We do this stuff. We put all this stuff on our face, but we're like really easy hair people. Yeah, we don't do a whole bunch of hair stuff. I mean, it's clean. You know, I wash it and I dry it, and I use really good shampoo products so that my fine limp baby hair can, you know, I can do this and then it doesn't look quite as fine and limp. Because, yeah, nobody likes a limp anything. Not limp, you know, or limp hair. I mean, what the hell? Anyway, yeah, it's like that. This is my finished lemonade look with Kitty J. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see what Kitty J does because she is fabulous. And if each one of you will leave me comments in the description box letting me know your favorite yellow products. Yeah, but you know, I was excited. This Stila palette, I was hesitant to get. I got it on Ulta and I got it on sale, and I think I bought it with points. So, yay! I feel like I win because again, it has chunky glitter in it, but it does work. Does it work? Do I think it's a standalone highlighter? No. Do I think it enhances lipsticks and blushes and other things? Absolutely. Standalone, again, I do not. But if you like to use several products, if you like to glitter things up, and you want some glitter, but not the most glitter, but not true glitter, but you want it a little more intense, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. I recommend it. Again, it's how we, you know, we're ready. All right. Well, so glad you joined me today. If you're new here, welcome. And all of my favorites have returned on purpose. So I hope to see each and every one of you again soon. Bye.